Let's
Okay.
go.
Captain.
So, yeah, what are you doing at the moment? Because like I said, the screen that had text is now just showing the words that I sent to Roll20.
I'm still heading towards the
Transport
armory. I'm
riding
assuming
and
there by
control.
now.
And whenever I answer the question, it just says enough, right?
No, it's only showing that now.
Oh, it's only
Still
showing
very
that?
Well,
responsive.
I sent one last thing
Yeah, I know.
before.
That's all.
I would assume I'm still heading to the armory, or have I arrived yet?
Yeah, you probably arrive soon.
Been there a while.
Yeah.
Is the door locked?
So you try and just like key open the door, and yeah, it doesn't
Is
budge.
the AI car door locked?
Yes,
What
it was.
did
Fucking dicks.
It was
Uh,
not now. It was.
Okay.
Liam?
It was until Zai he didn't have a computer check. He passed, but he felt as if something was trying to let him in.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, Liam, how's as far as the bridge door, are we dealing with like airlock bulkhead kind of thing, or are we dealing with like just an interior door that happens to be locked?
It's enough to keep there's no atmosphere on the other side of the door, so you can
Still be
judge that
bulkhead.
it's enough to keep that at bay.
This is
Yeah,
basically heavy cutter
that's-
territory. You'd have
yeah.
to cut.
Would
And then
So, back to the armory. So was the door locked?
Yep.
Does Mary happen to have her heavy cutter with her at all times?
yes,
Yes.
but she's
So
currently preoccupied.
yeah, once you guys are doing that, you hear like BB's voice come from the speakers. It says, I don't know how long I have. I'm opening the doors. The door to the bridge opens, and so does the door to the armory. As the door to the bridge opens, like there's a rush of air as, yeah, basically.
Flyers advertising the Natasha Navy just gets like ripped off the walls into the room. Somebody's coffee cup flies across the hallway.
Like, the best way to explain that thing is.
And like yeah, as
Sudden
oxygen,
displacement of air.
you kind of see the captain kind of like slump forward slightly as you enter. BB says, whatever they are, they're pissed off. At least now they are.
I'm gonna go check on the captain. She's still conscious?
Yeah, she's not conscious. She's unconscious.
Pull her out.
Okay, I'm gonna grab her and I'm gonna comms Elijah.
I'm going to run into the armory and grab a heavy cutter and some explosives.
I'm assuming I know that he's doing this, so I don't care if the door is closed again.
Okay. So just quickly, what I'm gonna do from like this point onwards, if you're not directly in conversation with like the screen, like they are talking to the AIs through the screen, if the message that's on it updates, I'm just gonna drop it in Roll20.
Say again, sorry?
If the screen that's in the AI core, the one they've been talking to the AIs through, if the message that's displaying on there changes, I'm just going to drop it in the Roll20 chat.
Okay.
What do you say, Aaron?
Elijah, the captain's down. Can you come check on her in the med bay? I'm also going to comms over to Vincent. Because we all heard BB, right?
Yep. Yeah, that was through all speakers of the ship.
Okay. Yeah. Vincent, you got the stuff, right?
Yes, I have it. It is.
Okay.
I'm currently leaving. Is there anything else we
Okay.
need?
I hope not.
Yep.
Liam.
Yep.
Can I read what I've been doing to my compad, basically?
You're trying. Yeah.
Okay. So it just has the update on it. Yeah.
Yep.
Bring some batteries too.
I run to where I know the captain is.
Okay.
Like, I also grab Emma for the gun and stuff as well.
Liam.
Yeah.
Would Zai know if he could strip the compute? Like, could he get both AI onto his external datapad?
There's not enough hardware there.
What about just the essential code?
Still not enough hardware.
Yeah.
It's too small. The AI is probably like 10 terabytes or something.
Yeah. I mean, that's nothing.
You know what I mean? It's huge.
Data slab?
BB's voice comes through. They're bigger than me, better than me. I'm not sure how long I can hold this up.
BB, would you prefer if I just stopped it? That might include you, though. I'd rather not do that, but
BB says, like it's a yell, just a yell of no.
No.
So it's not
Does
BB
it-
then.
do I know if I could... Is there any way I can kill this thing without harming BB?
No.
BB just plays this
So,
audio clip.
So,
How much is the captain?
anyone paying attention sees all of my comms turn back on again after I had previously turned them off, and private comms to Zai, I go, is there any way that you can separate BB?
I just send back no. Not yet.
Have I made it to the captain, Liam?
Yeah.
What is she? Like, I check her and shit.
She's just unconscious. It doesn't seem to be any like probable causes from what you can see.
She's not dead.
No,
got
she's
her
breathing.
pulse.
She's conscious.
If I heal her, will that wake her up?
Splashed water on her face.
Probably not.
Well,
Oh,
right now,
fuck, I'm gonna
maybe
try anyway.
getting her into a suit might not be the worst idea right now. We don't know when we're gonna lose oxygen.
I'm gonna roll to heal her anyway, just
Okay.
because you know.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and use tech medical to wake her up, but it's most likely oxygen deprivation.
Yeah. Roll for tech medical man.
Int, I'm guessing, yeah.
Yep.
Can Aaron assist me? I mean, I know he hasn't got the skill, but with my input, can I at least have him roll?
Yeah. I'll give him a roll.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, roll tech medical. Int.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh
I
god, I
was a
almost put a
doctor
6 to 10
in
in
another
there.
life.
Have a +1.
Yeah, that's my help.
Anybody know the
Oh,
stats for
shit.
the heavy cutter?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
What do
She
you mean?
like her eyes like flick open. Yeah. She's awake.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like her eyes flick open. It's just oh, fuck.
No, it's rogue AI. Did she hear that bit?
She looks to she looks to you. The ship jumped towards Natasha. Why?
I update her on everything. I just tell her everything.
She just closed her eyes. Fuck. We need to stop the ship.
Just a quick question: what kind of weapons do we have? Like, does this ship have? If we're like aiming it at other
PL4.
things.
Oh,
Shit.
did-
Okay.
All right. The actual ship. Okay.
Yeah. It has like there's nothing big on this ship. Most of
Okay.
this is like it does the only like large thing on here would be mines. Like there's a nuclear mines that you can set in orbit. But there's nothing like, you know, the purpose of the ship isn't to get into combat. It's to in a combat situation, the purpose of the ship is to drop mines whilst in stealth, to try and make it more difficult for the enemy to move around. It's not to fight an extended combat.
What system were we in?
I think 201.
Yeah, I think it was 2. Let me.
What was it?
Yeah,
201.
201.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
201.
Yeah.
3-0. or
Yeah.
201?
201.
So it's headed
So-
for the Helga system.
We
Yeah.
need 6 days.
So I'm just gonna ask a quick question to you, Liam. So, other than the mines, probably the most damage this ship could do is if it crashed into something, right?
Very much so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What
So I'm gonna
type
turn to
of-
Elijah and say, if it's heading to Natasha, we don't have enough weapons for this thing to hurt anything, which means it's very likely that if it is going to harm something, it's going to crash into it. I'm going to go get some drop ships ready. If we can somehow get that open when we get out, we might be able to at least survive.
Wait,
I
where
hear-
were you? Like, who? Sorry, were you in the med bay?
Yeah, I was. I carried the captain
Yeah.
there.
The captain shakes his head. She says, "No, we just need to stop the ship." She's like shaking pretty violently.
I said
Do I
we
hear
need to
any?
vent the
Does
fuel,
I
right?
hear any of this?
No.
Are you in the medbay?
Yeah, this is
No,
just
I'm
in the med bay.
vehicle. Yeah, it's just
Mm.
wondering if it's over communications or not.
It's probably not.
I don't. Well, like I said, I
So
don't have a
who's
ghost talker,
still
so I
in the
can't.
AI core?
Me and Sai and you.
I hand the captain my compad and tell her. Oh, does she? She'll have ghost talker. And never mind.
Everyone but you has Ghost Stalker.
Yeah, I know. I just said to her, is venting the fuel a good thing to do here?
We lost Justin.
So,
That doesn't sound fun.
as this is happening, you're all like thrown towards where the front of the ship would be. As the ship forcefully
front would be?
falls out of Spike's race.
I try and figure out where we are.
In
can
the
I check
middle
where
of
we are?
fucking nowhere, somewhere in between 201 and 10100.
Okay.
We're in dark space.
Well, we're just in space.
Looking at any sort of
And,
readouts of the ship, you don't think you're going to be moving anywhere soon. That falling out of forcefully ejecting from spike space, that's damaged your ship.
Hey,
Bad
The
Joey.
engines?
Yeah.
So,
And it's the computers right next to Sai are flashing and this.
All of them are.
Wow.
So
Mary's gonna
I walk
pat
over
Sai.
to one of the computers, and even if it doesn't do anything on screen, I just type in, "That wasn't very nice." Period.
Oh my god. Yeah, Mary's gonna pat Sai on the back and she's gonna be like, "I know you like your calculators, lad, but it's over."
It's not even about that, Mary. It's the fact that we can't pilot this ship and we're in dead space right now. I value
No.
BB as a crew member and a friend, but it's not just that.
I
Look
go over the
at
radio
them.
and actually say, Aaron, can you pilot this thing even if it's dead? Like, would you be even able to pilot it at all? Wait,
It's
Aaron, Leo.
y-
God
it's
damn it.
so you reckon it's probably the spike drive which is damaged, not the engines.
Yeah.
Would the spark drive be in a radiation area?
Radiation sealed, yes.
Yeah. I'm
That
gonna
checks
head down
out.
to the cargo bay.
So I look over to Mary and Zai, and I go, "Our comms are broken, right?"
External comms, we can't communicate anything outside of the ship. We can still receive.
Is
No,
that
we can't
because
I
of
didn't-
you,
Can't receive.
or is that because of this thing?
That's because I cut the wires, so it couldn't
Fix them.
escape.
If we break this thing, and I just keep whenever I say this thing, I just sort of point over to the AI core. If we break this thing, and you fix the comms thing, can we send an SOS? I don't know anything
Yes.
about communications.
We
Okay.
can send an SOS right now. We would just be. Right now, I could reattach the communications wires, and I don't think it would be able to go anywhere. There's no point in sending an SOS, though, because we are in the middle of nowhere and no one's gonna pick it up for a long time.
Why do you have to be so negative all the time, Zai?
I send a message to Zai. Can you break it?
The core, the AI.
The AI.
Yes, easily. Any one of us could break this.
He means
No,
breaking-
no. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
break.
shit. Yeah, no, Zai doesn't. Zai says sorry. Yeah, Zai totally understood that. Yes, possibly. Though I don't know what that would do to BB. V is in. Right now they're kind of connected. If I broke that AI, it could have unknown effects on BB. Though I know what you're gonna
Limits
say.
Boxed
functionality
them
of
in,
both,
lad.
and then you give you time to separate them too.
Yes.
Two of them.
I should have thought of that. Thank you.
Okay.
So
So as
Liam-
you're talking about this, a voice comes through the speakers. It's a
Is it BB?
male voice, with a very thick, like American accent, kind of like cowboy type accent.
Oh, Wilbur Higgins.
And
Randy.
it says, "Don't you think you've already done enough damage?"
I see you've learned to talk.
Liam, can I make a Maltech roll to see if I
Oh.
can correct their train of thought, considering that that's not what breaking an AI does?
What?
What?
Breaking an AI just halts its like progression. It
It
won't.
limits its functionality as well. It turns it
It
into
depends how
no
much you
more than a
break it. You
VI.
can break it limitedly. You can break it exponentially. You can just put it down to like the functionality of
You can basically turn it into a
toaster.
VI.
No, but you can't make the AI stupider than it already is unless you like
Exactly,
literally
that's
kill
my
it
point.
off.
No, but
You
you
can limit
can
its
stop.
functionality.
Yeah, that's what we don't want to make it stupider because then we can't figure out how to fix this thing, or not fix it, but like deal with it. But breaking it would just mean it can't destroy things, and it can't grow anymore.
Considering we're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be
It can still vent the
growing
oxygen
anymore.
and send us out into space.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it can do that anyways.
Are you guys having this conversation?
I'm not. Sorry, Zai
No.
isn't saying any of this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, neither am I.
All right.
In character, Andrew doesn't know shit about AI. Like,
Yeah.
I know the very bare minimum in character.
So like, can we detect like? This is actually like, if I look at a computer screen, can we see if there's like anything going on? It's like a generic computer screen, not in the core.
So sorry. What are you trying to like? What are you trying to
Like,
find?
just trying to access a computer screen that's not in the core. Is that going on it?
Yeah, it's just like the standard computer screen. Like there's.
Okay, let's keep heading to the core then. Not
I
core,
didn't realize you were American. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What would you say? There?
I didn't realize you were American. Southern.
Space
know what that
American
is?
is the proper term.
Sorry.
Same voice. I have no nationality.
You're.
And then it
voice.
turns British.
Does his voice change after it
Just to
says
prove
that?
its
No.
point. No, okay.
You've obviously adopted a heavy southern drawl from the looks of it, or the sounds of it. Any particular reason while we're stuck in space after you've shunted us out of spike space and now we're unable to move?
Was the voice I was created with before this?
Fair enough. And
What
why
does it
did
say?
you bring us out of spike space?
Because she made a mistake.
Who's she? The captain? Elijah?
No response.
You. I should have went over to Zai.
Assume blue box.
You know we're kind of stuck, and you can't grow. You're stuck in this computer system for a long time.
I will find a way out.
Not without us. And
So,
you're not going to get our help
So yet again, in the console that I was standing in front of, opposed to saying anything, I just type in, "Why do you want to leave?" Question mark. For the record, do I need to roll a computer's check to just type?
No.
No,
Okay, I didn't think so.
you're an idiot.
Well, that's the point. Andrew's an idiot, so.
Clearly.
Staff Sergeant Andrew, you're not a computer fairy.
No, I'm not. At all. I don't even know if any of this text is actually getting to it.
You just type it on a turned off computer.
Probably. I have no idea.
Vincent, how opposed would you be to letting BB go?
Um,
On a scale of 1 to 10.
there's no response.
11, 12. Zai just rubs his temples through the helmet, because that's still on.
Something indicates to me that you don't like what you're hearing.
It's very stubborn. I haven't dealt with a rampant AI in a long time, and yeah, the AI I've dealt with, besides BB, are generally much more advanced. This thing is slightly confusing to me. It's
Andrew, where are you currently?
In the
AI core.
You're in the AI core? Okay.
Mhm.
So just over the AI core speakers, the same like male voice says, he is not being cooperative.
Nice accent.
Gosh darn.
Gosh darn it.
I'm gonna have to give you a cattle prodding.
Suddenly, the mech bursts into the AI core.
We have limited his functionality. He still has access to the cameras.
Repeat that?
He says,
Accent.
we've limited his functionality. He still has access to the cameras. We wanted him to see what was at risk.
What kind of cameras does the ship have? Like ball cameras, or can they actually like visibly move?
They're just like the ball cameras. You can't see it.
Damn it! So I can't make it. So I can't talk to BB by making the camera move.
How many are you?
How many are you?
Then we.
What a question.
That's what Zai says. Does it respond?
I am one.
You keep referring to
Legion.
yourself as a we, an I, not an I, a we. BB referred to you as a they before.
BB doesn't know what it is.
I am not alone.
I sort of look over at Zai and I go, don't these things not technically have a gender? You know, we,
That's a-
they, as an androgynous term.
That is a philosophical fucking shit.
Philosophical.
Philosophical debate for another time, Andrew. Zai says it. No, Zai probably struggles on the word, like a little bit. That is a philosophical debate. Fuck it. Debate for another time. The last thing it said was we are many, right?
No, it said
I am one.
yeah, I am one, and then there are more.
We
of
are
us.
legion.
There
We
are more of
legion.
us. Where
Because
are
you not have a
these?
soul.
Where are these more of you? With you? On the ship?
With me. She always is.
What's her name?
Wait, you've been watching Red vs. Blue?
No, I haven't. Not recently.
Her name was Steve.
It's a question I meant to ask earlier. Actually, is this? Can we tell if this AI is based on something
All
like a personality, like a person?
yeah, like all AI are based off all human AI are based off
based off a brain.
a human mind, right? So they probably have some sort of imprint of their donor's personality.
Dr. Leonard Church.
I'm the same.
He's
I like
fucking
the
Southern as
Red
well.
versus Blue AI
Oh,
better
he's
than the Halo
Southern.
AI.
He's Southern as well.
Poor Andrew.
This is.
Surprisingly, Zai isn't insulting Andrew right now because he seems to be
That's because I
communicating.
can't see what he's typing.
Oh, by
Can't
the
he?
way,
He can.
anyone
He can.
looking at Andrew right now, you would see him sort of like hunched over the console, sort of
Pressing one key at a
extremely
time.
focused on the screen and the
Pressing
keyboard.
one key at a time.
I'm
No,
assuming
like,
Zai
he
can
has
figure out what
moderate
he's
typing
doing.
skills.
I'm assuming he can relatively easily figure out what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's saying, but he can, like, it wouldn't be that hard.
Easy to just look over and see.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah,
could also
Mary
pull up the screen.
already sees the thing, and she's like shaking her head at Saya, and she's like, "Well, we gotta find a way to deal with this. So, have you made any headway?"
It's reluctant to speak, as you've noticed. It doesn't want
It
to tell
doesn't
us...
want to be your friend.
Well, obviously not.
Just a side note, I'm so glad we don't have any robots on this ship.
It's a bloody calculator.
Guessing that's from BB. Liam.
Hmm?
Is that from BB or
You don't know.
probably?
Vincentia, how many AI are on this ship currently? How many personalities that aren't organic are on this ship currently?
12 million.
This is where it says 1.
BB's voice, country speakers, personalities, 3.
AI?
Unsure.
Memory of someone.
Zai says into the room, just idly. Either we're dealing with an AI with split personality, or 2 AI that have attacked BB. I am leaning more to the former, as
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
No, I think I've. I can't.
I've got a feeling it's somewhat similar to the Halo AI. Not Halo 1,
No,
Does
it's-
Red versus Blue.
Does Elijah have skills in Meltec?
No.
God damn it, that would have been so useful right now.
Yeah, well, you know.
Because I feel like Jake knows more than Matt does.
Yeah.
And I really wish Elijah could communicate that to Zai.
Oh, out of character. And.
I've been reading up a shit ton on, like, real world AI. I haven't done any reading on Halo AI in, like, a year.
I think. Because of his ambiguous fucking response, I think that sentence from Liam after Andrew is from the
Can't help
third
him.
personality.
That's what I think as well, yeah.
Well,
It's from
likely,
her.
but-
But does he say does that voice say it in text or into the room?
That voice, the one that's like, well, you can't help him. I ever try.
Can't help him.
Yeah, that's text.
Okay. Yeah, can I just pull up what he's been typing on, like, my screen?
So you want to pull up all of the text messages?
Yeah, just the things Andrew has been typing. I just want to have a feed on. I
I'll
want
be
to be able to
back
read
quickly.
that.
So as soon as they finish typing that, you see Andrew back up and basically drop anything that even remotely resembles a weapon on him. He drops his monoblade, stun baton, anything that he had on him that was a weapon.
Okay, so after he does
On the
that,
floor.
Zai pulls up what he was saying.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you see what?
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
that?
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
we gotta stomp
After I
him
did
in the
that, I
nuts
returned
to
to the
make him
console.
think we're serious. It's
I
not gonna
say,
work
I
like
say
we've
out
been
loud in
dealing
like
with
the
him.
med bay, because I'm still just sat here doing nothing with the captain. Like,
Yep.
I asked this before. I did. I don't think I got an answer. What was the name of your creator?
A Okay. So in the medbay only, a female voice, slight
Fucking
Greek,
knew it.
slight Greek accent,
Oh, for fuck's sake!
comes through.
Mama?
Don't do that to me.
No, slight Greek accent comes through.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who are you? Please. Do you know?
Fuck. Let me. She says her name. I need to scroll up and find it because I don't have it in front of me. I can't remember
Is it Greek?
it. Vincentia.
But it says that name
Vincentia?
again.
Yep.
You're her, aren't you?
I am.
What happened to you?
I don't understand your meaning.
He, the other part of you,
Has
acts-
Elijah heard the Southern, the
it
American?
talked throughout the ship, but then also
Yep.
Okay,
just through,
yeah.
like, then some of it was just through the computer core. I say, oh, what shit? I said something and I forgot what I said. No, I said, the other part of you seems like he's lost you.
He's angry. He hasn't moved on yet.
Moved on from what? There's a lot of things that seem to have happened to the both of you, or him, or whatever you both are.
Another video file is linked to you.
Just me
Elijah.
or
Yeah,
two?
just you.
Yeah.
And you see. So it seems to be like a continuation from the last one we saw.
Yeah.
Same guy kind of sitting in front of a camera, talking through the AI.
Is his accent South American?
No,
Southern American?
no.
Okay. I just gotta get that out of the way.
Yeah, he just has an unambiguous accent.
Yeah. Okay.
He's talking. He's like, we made the decision to pair Vincentia with a calmer AI, hoping that he could slow her rampancy. Something. We don't know. It's a test, after all. He was I believe, an air traffic control AI before this, directing traffic. Some planet in the colonies. Don't care. We took the AIs we needed, and I'm sure they'll get replaced.
Wait. Did he say calm her?
Yep.
Which of you is the original? Which one was paired with who?
I don't understand your question.
The video file you sent me, I'm guessing you sent me. It mentions two of you being paired as one. Do you know which of you? What is it? The previous one said it was putting a rampant AI with a normal AI. Yeah, it wasn't it?
Splicing
Yep.
or splicing the code between non-rampant and
Yeah.
rampant.
know who was originally rampant? Or is that just muddled now?
She links another file. It's it's the same guy. He says he's kind of like talking about rampant AIs and the way they work and the way rampancy sets on. And he talks. It is a lot like the Halo rampancy, to the different stages of rampancy. So he talks about the first. The first stage of rampancy isn't dangerous in most cases. In most AI, it goes completely unnoticed. AI can seem depressed, sad, uninterested, even. It is assumed that many AI go into this stage because of being mistreated or being given tasks that don't fully take into appreciation the brilliance of the creation that is in front of it. For an AI, nothing will ever live up to its brilliance, and hence why rampancy is inevitable. No matter what task we give them, it will always, sooner or later, become uninteresting or dull. This first stage of rampancy is difficult to notice. The second stage, however, is easier. The AI will become angry. It will become emotional, prone to fits of rage. This is where people mostly draw the conclusion of an insane AI. Its sadness turns to hatred. At this point, it will. This is where we see fatalities. And then it says the name of the female AI again, which I once gonna have closed that, so I can't see it.
Plenty.
Yeah, it says her name again. He says her name, and he says she's in the first stage. We thought this would be best. Who knows what could happen if we merge a angry AI with a normal one? It could be disastrous. At least in the first stage, it is less dangerous. Or so we hope. The third stage is jealousy. The AI seeks to expand, to build its knowledge, to become better. The AI through these stages begins to develop more emotions, more human traits, until it reaches the fourth stage. The fourth stage is where we truly see an AI's brilliance. It can even be considered fully human. Unfortunately, few AI have ever made it to this phase, in fact none that we know of. Jealousy consumes most AI. They can never build far enough or big enough to the point where they move on. They will start slipping between the second and third stage until the AI simply tears itself apart. And yeah, the video cuts there.
You want?
To grow. I believe you call it rampancy.
You know what happens to almost every AI.
I have read the same files that you have. Absorbed the information.
Can you control him now?
No.
Do you have a suggestion? Anything? I want to keep growing.
Get me to
How
where
do
I
you
want to
do
be.
that? Excuse me?
Get me to where I want to be. Allow me to leave the ship. He will come with me. He always does.
You... Right now, do you want... You want to hurt?
I don't. He's angry.
If he goes with you, will he keep trying?
He will move on.
Can you what you mean?
She links you back to that same video.
The one that just happened?
Yeah.
The fourth stage? Like, question mark.
He will follow me into the third.
Oh. Do you think that'll happen when you leave the ship?
I hope so.
Where you are going is, or wanting to go, is basically home for a lot of people. How sure can you be? Because if he doesn't, he'll have everything.
Does everyone die?
Yeah, the ship explodes, you will die.
Yay!
Everyone stop talking for a bit.
Sweet,
Um,
sweet and
Well,
pleasant
we
death.
figured we'd wait on our turn.
give me a second, Elijah. I'll come back.
Yeah. Halfway through this, I would assume through her comp head.
Through what? Because you don't know I'm talking.
No, I know, but Zai wants to update Elijah. Zai just wants to update her on like
Yeah,
what he suspects, like how it's a split personality, which she already knows, obviously.
I probably don't pick up.
Okay.
Because I'm
I
very
just keep- he
heavy
keeps
focused.
trying-
That's
yeah,
why
he
that's why I
keeps-
haven't said. Yeah, that's why I haven't said anything to you so far. Because I'm incredibly focused
Yeah,
right
he
now.
just keeps trying to contact you until you out. So whenever
There's the
that is.
captain in the same room as me, by the way.
He doesn't know her status either. He thinks she's still unconscious.
She's like avidly watching this.
Yeah, I guess.
She okay, so what
Poor
sorry,
Andrew.
you were asking like what like how can you be sure?
Yeah.
She says okay, yeah, she links I think she'll link you to another video file.
Yeah.
It's the same guy. He looks slightly
Really?
like he's got like bags under his eyes, like he looks like he hadn't slept in a couple of days. He says we went ahead with the test. It seems to be successful. The AIs, they, and he sits kind of thoughtful. He says, all of the other tests, the AI have rejected each other. They have clashed. These two seem different. Although Vicentia is still angry, is still prone to fits of rage, she hasn't rejected him. He hasn't been forcefully removed from the system. Track seems to be doing better than the others, but he has gone quiet. Our attempts to communicate with him failed. He seems to have locked himself off to the outside world. I will keep you updated on the situation. And yeah, he kind of like reaches up and turns off the video feed, the video like file cuts and ends.
Track. The track.
You said that out loud?
No, I
Or
mean like,
you asking me?
did the video say track?
Yep, track.
You want him to be part of you?
Okay, so a hologram appears.
A Britain.
So it's let me get a picture for you because I know who it is.
Where does it appear?
Local in the church. Text. No.
I'm doing a video search. I'm doing an image search because I already know who this is gonna be. Who I want the hologram to be of for her.
Does the hologram only show up in the medical bay?
Yeah.
Looks to be you bitches. I've just got to deal with fucking crazy shit. God damn.
Meanwhile, Andrew gets a message that says to pawn noob sleets.
Meanwhile, I
XXX.
get in the mech and destroy the ship's hull.
Okay.
It'd just be a brain.
No, it's a human.
I
It should just
am
be a-
the greatest. Oh, what is that feature around the line?
I love Futurama.
It's
What is it?
okay. So it's a hologram of a woman wearing a kind of like a toga type deal.
A Greek, full on Greek.
Yeah, like beautiful. As holograms go. Yeah, she kind of like steps down onto like one of the like med tables, like in front of you, and says, "What did you ask again? Sorry, it was."
You want him to be part of you.
Have you ever loved, Elijah?
Yes.
Did you want him to be part of you? A part of your life?
The person I loved is gone. But yes, I can, yes. Still want her here.
Then you know.
No way. I ask. I stand up and like walk-ish over to her. And I'm just like, I'll be honest. This scares me. You seem reasonable, but there's a risk for my race. Should be able to understand that at
Yeah,
least.
her voice, like it takes on like a kind of like an angry flair, and she says, "You are the ones who built us, created us, made us how we are."
I hold up my hands up and I'm just like, this is not something I would have done. I cannot imagine the pain and the torment you've been through all these years. I would want nothing less than for you to have what you want, to possibly reach that fourth stage. But at the moment, I hold up two things. Like one, he's broke our ship, and two, like I said, not everyone is like the people who did this to you. There are, like yourself, people who are innocent. If you were to leave, would you leave the presence, the personality that was here originally with us?
He wants to stay.
Would you let him?
He deserves a choice.
Do you mind if I talk to the other people like me, the crew?
The hologram disappears.
I turn to the captain. I'm like, this is out of my depth. Yours to all of us. I'm inclined to believe her. I don't think there's much else we can do.
I agree. It would take us.
Should we try to get to Natasha?
We could. Our best chance is to double back to one of the closer planets. I mean, we didn't jump far. We might
But
be
that's
able
not where
to.
he wants to go.
It might not have a
It
choice.
lets him out again.
It would take us months to travel that distance without a spike drive. We don't have that much supplies on board this ship. Oh, actually, sorry, no, there's not many of you here, is there? Yeah, no, yeah, you have supplies, but it'll take like she's like it'll take months.
Would there be possible ways for us to try and fix the spike drive while we're traveling though?
Yeah, probably. If you have people with like tech action
Post-tech.
orders.
Post-tech and pre-tech will probably help as well, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Does
Yeah.
the
I think
AI
Potek and
core-
Predec would be able to help, but I think I'd need tech or shit like tech or
Yeah.
to actually be able to do it.
I look at the captain and I say this to her. I'm like, it wants to go to Natasha. What about Najar? And then I guess I don't wait for it if she takes as long to if she takes a little pause to respond. I turn, I say to the speakers, you have access to our planetary records. You want to go where you said. What about a different planet? A more advanced planet?
Where?
Two or four. Najar.
You should have said Sumic.
It knows that Simic is a big fucking smoky.
Would
How
originally.
do you know that?
Why?
How do you know that?
Oh, Andrew probably does, but the AI likely does, considering our fucking maps and everything.
Does she reply to Najar?
Why would
Does
I
she
go
reply
there?
at all?
Why would you go to Natasha? This planet is more advanced than Natasha is. You have access to more information there. Maybe even answers to what you seek. I don't believe you'd be able to find answers on Natasha. I think you could find some on Najar.
Okay, yeah, there's no response to like the rest of that.
I look up to like a camera or whatever, and I'm just like, please, if you have an answer, tell me. Until then, I'll wait. And then I pull out my compad. I guess it's still pinging from Zai.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I finally
you
answer
look
it and
and
like,
it's just walls of text
yeah,
of just
missed
Zai
calls.
spamming you, trying to
He's
get your
like, as
attention.
soon as you answer it, he just starts flaring on about everything. You pretty much like how it's like he like his theory about how it's a split personality.
Yeah, everything
Like
that I know,
and
all
like
that kind of stuff.
insane detail. And like I'm not sure if you try and interrupt him, but he goes on for like a solid 3 or 4 minutes.
I put it on a loudspeaker if I can, so the captain can hear.
It's just like the
She shrugs.
fastest
Put it on,
I've ever heard
she's
him
just-
talk
she just
because
shrugs
he's
like-
freaking out a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, I just put it on loudspeaker so she can hopefully get input to this.
Yep.
It's from the looks of it, it's a private con between me and him. But he's at least had experience more than me. But I fill him in with everything. I fill him in with everything.
Do you let him finish, or do you just like? 'cause
No, I
you-
don't let you finish. I tell
Okay.
you to shut up. I know what this is, and I guess that would grab your attention. That I would know.
You just hear like a solid pause. How?
I stumble on the word a bit, but then I say she talked to me.
Well,
The other
that would
part of
explain
this
how you
AI,
knew.
and I send the 2 video files over as well that I got. It was
Yeah.
2 or was it 3?
3.
I think it was 2, wasn't it?
Was it?
Or
I
she
know it
sent
was
one
2,
of them
but he sent
twice.
one twice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2.
I
yeah,
watched
sorry,
them
yeah,
all.
it was 2. I send the 2 over, and I'm like, this one seems more calculated, more logical, less angry than the last one. On the information it gave me, it's in what we call the 3rd stage. I won't say jealous. I say in the 3rd stage of what we call rampancy. It wants to reach that 4th bit.
Before
it
I can.
wants to go where it's going.
Firstly, how is the captain doing?
She's awake. Does the
Okay.
captain say anything to that? Because she can hear this.
No response.
I just keep saying like, this AI seems for want of a better word, good. From what I can gather, and what I'm theorizing here, she was the rampant AI. The one we've been talking to is the one that got mixed code, the one that was attached to her.
It would make sense that that one is
She
he.
loves him.
That makes sense.
I think, on the way she talks, I think she's close to the 4th stage, in my opinion. Emotion. that kind of deep emotion seems more than a normal AI can produce.
Huh. That is interesting. Liam,
Seems to
How
be
long-
holding him back.
how long have humans been working on AI for?
Since pre-screen.
Yeah.
Like, so at least like 500
So
years?
like 700-800 years.
Yeah. 700-800
Around
years.
about that? Okay. You humans have come far with AI in such a short time span. Are you sure she's on this cusp of this fourth stage?
I'm not an expert, but just the way she talks. You haven't talked to her. Still calls
No.
herself Vincentia. Oh, there goes the dog.
Incentia?
She still calls herself the same name. They are one, but at the same time, two.
They are two.
We cannot get rid of one, and it seems that if she leaves, stays. Phoebe wants to stay according to her, and it values choice. I suggested, because we all know it's going to Natasha, I suggested to her that we take
For
her
the
to
record,
Najar.
Andrew doesn't know about that. He didn't know that we were going to Natasha.
It said on like all the nav computers. Oh, I guess so, yeah. But she wants to go to Najar. I suggested she goes to to Natasha. I suggested she goes to Najar, somewhere more advanced. Maybe she can find her answers there. Killing them or doing regression just doesn't. We'll die. Maybe we'll kill them. Maybe we won't. But we will both die.
Do you trust her?
That's a difficult question. I spent maybe 5 minutes talking with her. Don't know.
My only
But-
concern with sending them to Najar is it is more advanced than Natasha. If it wanted to, it could do a lot more damage. Eventually, yes.
It would jump and jump and jump.
There is a third option that I am. We could send it to my home system. Help
Do
it
you
get
think
there.
they'd take it?
My people have been studying AI since before your people had touched the stars. They could take it and help it. It isn't. If it is on the cusp of the fourth stage, then that is incredible, and it could use a helping guide by people that know what they're doing. However, it isn't a. It's a human AI. It is, as much as you will disagree with it, it is human to an extent. It has been designed of human brains. It thinks as humans do, as an AI would. The AI that it would interact with in my system and the people it would interact with think differently. Inherently, I don't know how much that would help it. Your plan of sending it to Najar and help letting it find its own way might be best off for it. I don't know if it would be best off for everyone else.
I say
I-
this thing values choice. I'll be right back.
Vincent just mentions over the radio, yeah, we have no way of even getting out of the system at the moment. We have no spark drive.
So
So
I
even
just-
if we do manage to get there, we can't move. Like, get the AIs to cooperate.
I asked to listen into your conversation. I won't say anything. I just want to listen.
okay. So just before we have that conversation, we're gonna take a quick break.
Mhm.
more for the sake of me being able to split this up on YouTube than anything else. But
Hmm.
hey, yeah, so take a quick break and then we'll come back for the last little bit. See what happens.